Hey, welcome back to the channel, a channel where a non-expert at anything is trying to do expert stuff. This is the Bucket List Project, and I've done a lot of different things, and I hope you kind of continue to join us and see all the new things that we're doing. So we did, in some other episodes, finished a couple wooden kayaks. They've been a lot of fun. We've actually got them out quite a few times. Really enjoy that. We've also built a trailer. But today this is going to be something completely different. We're going to actually start on a guitar. And although I have a lot of instruments, I don't consider myself a musician, nor do I play. I can't pick up anything and play it, but I've got a lot of instruments. So this one here was really not necessarily to build to play, which I will, but I really wanted to build it so that I can learn the electronics. I can also learn the sanding and the staining techniques. I want to bring you guys along with that. So it could turn out really bad, but it's wood. What can go wrong? So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Hit that thumbs up and also turn on your post notifications if you want to catch all the episodes of the Bucket List Project. So how we're going to get into this is I actually just ordered this kit. Got it from, I think it's the Bargain. I'll leave a link below, but it's like Bargain Musical Instruments, something like that. It's all on Instagram. $239 or $229, something like that. Got guitar. Got all of the, the neck, everything, the electronics. Don't know how good the electronics are, but we'll kind of find out. But what I'm going to do is I want to start coming in here and sanding. So I think that it's probably been sanded maybe at 100, no, maybe at 60, maybe at 80, but I'm going to start at 80 and we're going to continue to kind of sand all of this down, and we'll go all the way up. I think I'll probably go up to 220 or 240. But the one thing that I did do is I went out and I bought some pads. So these go on the end of our sander down here to kind of, allow it to kind of give some cush. Also allow it just to kind of meet with those contours. The other thing is I want to be very careful that I'm not flattening anything. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the back side. And I'll kind of do some things on here and see how this works. I do believe that we're going to have to hand sand a lot of this. I'll end up taping this off so that we won't get into this. But for now, let's take and just do a little sanding on the back here and see what we've got. Now, if you've not caught the episode of the unboxing of this, we do have an unboxing of the guitar out on our... Actually, I don't even know if I posted that. We'll make sure we post it. So let's go ahead and just take and sand this and see how it comes out. So I spent a little bit of time. I started at 80, and I actually think that the guitar was sanded already, probably to a 120, because then I went to the 120, and I really wasn't seeing a lot of change there. So it's possible that it was at 120. Now, the thing that I ended up doing was, after I got the 120, I just jumped ahead and went to a 240. That seemed to really started smoothing things out. I really need to get in here by hand on the corners and start working through those. See, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in here. But the other part is, as soon as I do some of these sides at a 240, get those nice, and make sure that this is not just, I mean, it's a clean round. I'll go through and I'll put some denatured alcohol on here, and we'll look for scratches, because that's the thing, is at this particular stage you want to make sure that there's no scratches. So I'm going to try. Let's see if a little shaving. It actually looks as though it's pretty deep, like it penetrated into the wood. So I'm not sure if I can get it out. Try to find something a little bit more prominent. Yeah, I don't know. That also could dictate what color. So, one thing I want to do is let's get a little denatured alcohol in here, and let's just see what it kind of looks like. No particular brand. I am trying to find a cloth that we could use. I'm not finding anything small. I think I took them all in, which I have washed. Matter of fact, I know that I did. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use this big thing here. We're not going to do that much anyway. I just want to get a good idea of what it's going to look like if we stained it the natural color. So yeah. It certainly has some really cool character to it. Probably the most interesting part is I'm not really seeing any swirl marks. Maybe on the back here we will. You know, I do see a little bit of something in here, but let's take a look on here. I did a little more sanding on that, but I'm going to put it off for a little bit right now. And let's focus on the neck. So with this neck, it already came with all the frets and the inlay of the pearl. I went and purchased, now this isn't cheap stuff. This is actually automotive, and this is 3M 471. It's a flexible tape. It's not cheap. Like I said, it was like under 20 bucks, but it will produce a very, very, very clean line. So one of the things that I wanted to do was I went in here and I taped off this so really tight in there. And one other thing that I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and tape the rest of this just so that it's covered. Because one, we just don't want anything in it to mess up that finish. Also protect any stain or anything like that that may go wrap around or may get in somehow. I don't know, but just protect it. And this right here is just painter's tape. And that should take care of what we need. Make sure this adheres real well. And I'm just going to go back, because this is fairly smooth too. I'm going to go with 120 on this. Or no, I'm going to go with 240 on this. And just kind of work my way around it. Taking the rest. Probably if I would read the directions. Who does that? I'd probably find out a little bit more about what really the next step is on this. But I decided, no, I'm not going to. The one thing that I want to be really careful with is taking off too much in here. We definitely don't want to do that because this is going to sit in the guitar. So the one thing I do feel is there's actually a little nick in here. I really don't think you can see it, but maybe the shadow. But it looks like it was in a vise. And I need to put that on the base to see if that's going to cause us any issues. But same thing goes with this as with the other, just I'm doing it by feel. As it feels as though it's smooth, then we're going to be good. Take and round this off a little bit. I found another, so I found another little nick. I don't know if it's a nick. There's just an indentation in here. It's like the wood was pressed. So I may be able to take this down a little bit more. The biggest thing is, when you put that finish on, it may just kind of show up. I do want to check to see if I need to do something with this one. Actually, I don't think I have to, because this is going to go right in there. Yeah, you won't see it, so that's good. I'm not going to worry about that at all. We'll put this back up. And this is also going in. I actually think the kit, they have this sanded pretty well. Like I said, I'm on 220. So we'll end up doing a little bit more work on this. I do need to find stain. I don't know what color. So I've got, 2 guitars that are natural. Well, 3 guitars that are natural. So I have a bass and 2 acoustics that are natural. And then I have a Epiphone that is it's a really nice red. So I don't think I want to do a red. I think I may want to go with a blue, but or even a green. Doesn't really matter. It's just going to be something that'll be a little interesting. But I think my thought is to either go with a black around here, sanding that back down, and then coming back in with the green or the blue, so then feathering that all out. So we'll kind of look to see what the best way to do that is. So I think that's going to be it for now. I've got the sanding done. You see, that's really easy to do. I thought it was going to be a little bit more. I probably haven't spent maybe a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half on it. But I think it's close. Like I said, I'm going to have to do some sealer. I'll look for the stain, and we'll get back with you. So if you haven't subscribed and you like the content, please do. Also like it if you do like the content, and turn on your post notifications to catch all the episodes of the Bucket List Project. Thanks for watching.